All right, let me also rope in our other guests at this point in time. Ambassador Muni, former diplomat, with us on the show as well. Rinath Said, senior foreign affairs expert, joins us as well. Ambassador Muni, the war in Iran is obviously taking a turn for the worst at this point in time. Donald Trump left the G7, and now we know exactly why. Is there a regime change likely in the works here, and that is perhaps a big enough reason, the big stuff that Donald Trump quoted before leaving G7?
Well, he has left G7 obviously for strategic reasons in terms of US understanding of the Middle East situation. What he's up to, I do not know. One could be that he now allows Israel to do whatever it wants to do in order to have a regime change. But how successful? I am not quite sure, as Minister Sumit Pia just now said that everything would be settled. I've seen so many regime changes being done by the US in West Asia, and none of them are stable at all, including the Syrian one, where they have brought in the former radical forces to power. Iraq happened, and Iraq resulted into the rise of Iran. So they may have a regime change, but how stable it would be and how stable it would make the whole of West Asia is a big question. On the nuclear issue, I don't understand why the same exercise was not done for North Korea. After all, Trump had gone to negotiate with the North Koreans. The Iranians have continuously been saying, as the Israelis have been saying and Americans have been saying, that we don't want a nuclear Iran. The Iranians have always been saying that we are not going to make a bomb, whatever it is. I know people don't say what their intentions are exactly, and this is true on every side. So if nuclear is an issue for regime change, then why not try the same efforts elsewhere, including in Israel? So, I see this whole world politics in a very twisted manner, and it is actually a narrative of who can call the shots in terms of military capabilities and military power and economic power. So I don't quite see any justification in what is being done. I cannot predict what actually would be done. It is possible that US itself engages itself in the conflict in one way or the other. And it is also possible that both Russia and China may want US to get bogged down or Israel to get bogged down in conflict with Iran by supplying all kind of assistance which they can give. To my mind, the situation looks very scary so far as West Asia is concerned. They are going to affect supply lines very seriously. They are going to affect peace in the region very seriously. And I think they are going to raise and encourage far more radical forces than what they exist today. So on the whole, I am quite disturbed about the developments which are happening, and I don't see any great justification for that from any side.
All right, we have some breaking news coming in. The IDF has claimed that Iran has now launched attacks on the south of Israel. In a post shared on X,